A lot of players have had a great three-season stretch. MVP caliber player, highly impactful, accomplished a lot, consistently having great games and winning. Not all great three-season stretches are on the same tier. There have been players who were at the very top, literally no one could touch them. So which player has had the best three-season stretch? Well, deciding this won't be easy. I narrowed it down to four players. I think these four players have the biggest argument. First player is Larry Bird, 1984 to 86. Larry Bird was easily at his very best, 1984 to 86. Best player all three seasons, playing at an insane level. Average 26.2 points, 10.1 rebounds, 6.7 assists, shooting a 50, 39, 88. Playoffs average 26.5 points, 9.9 rebounds, 6.5 assists, shooting a 50, 37, 88, 3 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, 3 All-Star selections, 3 All-NBA first teams, and a second All-Defensive selection. Larry Bird was the best all-around player. No player could do just as much and didn't have high as an impact. When it came to scoring from outside, Bird was the best at it. He was unguardable from mid-range and three, making a lot of jump shots that were astonishing. A deadly three-point shooter, Bird had all kinds of jump shots, turnarounds, step backs, pull-ups, and catch and shoot. He could destroy his opponents with just his scoring in many different ways, especially from outside. Over and over, he manipulated defenders due to his size, fakes, and incredible release. It was difficult contesting his shots. He was even a consistent, reliable finisher. Bird's passing game almost as good. Due to Bird's off ball, he would often move, stop to catch a pass, then pass to one of his teammates for an open shot, drawing defenders away and passing to the open man. Really good court vision and timing. 1984 to 86, Larry Bird, most games with 7 plus assists with 117 among non-guards. Alex English, second most with 45. On the defensive side, he never played at Defensive Player of the Year level. I do think Bird's defense can be underrated. Outstanding awareness, would often do a solid job defending in the paint, clogging passing lanes, and for his size, a top defensive rebounder. You can't forget about his hustle and effort. One thing you can't deny is that Larry Bird never gave up and always gave 100%. Next player is Michael Jordan, 1991 to 93. Now come on, you shouldn't be surprised he's on here. This is the GOAT. Michael Jordan is no doubt one of the most skilled players, the best scoring and defensive combo. In the early 90s, Jordan was at his peak, arguably the most excited player to watch, and just kept stealing the show. Average 31.4 points, 6.4 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 51 field goal percentage. Playoffs average 33.7 points, 6.4 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 49 field goal percentage, 2 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, 3 All-Star selections, 3 All-NBA first teams, 3 All-Defensive first teams, 3 scoring titles, and led the league in steals once. One of the things that impressed me the most is that Jordan elevated in the playoffs. He increased and increased more in the finals. 1991 to 93, Jordan averaged 36.3 points, 6.6 rebounds, 7.9 assists, 52 field goal percentage in the NBA Finals. Out of all the players to reach the finals 3 years in a row, none of them, except for maybe Shaq, 2000-2002, was just as good as Jordan's 1991 to 93. Michael Jordan was full of dominance. Usually the first thing that comes to mind when talking about Michael Jordan is his scoring, his ability to make shots, and he was a master at doing that. Elite combo of quickness, footwork, handles, and release. His dunks and layups were thrilling to watch. You can find a ton of clips of Michael Jordan driving to the basket and finishing with an electrifying dunk or layup. Jordan did have more of a mid-range game later in his career. Still, 1991 to 93, he would often score from mid-range, turnarounds, pull-ups, and catch and shoot, doing a really good job creating space. His passing, not as good. It was underrated. I do think Jordan would have been a great point guard if that was his main position. There were games where he took over with his passing. Jordan didn't always take the shot. Excellent perimeter defender. There's never been a shooting guard with just as much impact on defense, defending passing lanes, active with his hands, consistently playing pretty solid man-to-man defense, and solid rim protector for his position. With how good of a two-way player Michael Jordan was in the early 90s, it's hard to argue him not having the greatest peak. Third up is Shaq, 2000-2002. Out of all the big men, Shaq has the best peak in NBA history. In 2002 was when he was at his most dominant. Since the modern NBA, there's never been a more dominant player than Shaq, 2000-2002. He was big, strong, and moved very well for his size. A physically overpowering athlete, averaged 28.6 points, 12.4 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 2.6 blocks, 57 field goal percentage. Playoffs average 29.9 points, 14.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 55 field goal percentage. The finals was when he was at his most dominant, averaging 35.9 points, 15.2 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 2.9 blocks, 59 field goal percentage, 1 MVP, 3 Finals MVPs, 3 All-Star selections, 3 All-NBA first teams, 2 All-Defensive second teams, and 1 scoring title. Shaq did win just 1 MVP. He was still the number 1 player all 3 seasons. Once Shaq got in the paint with the ball, it was pretty much over for the opposing team. Defending Shaq in the paint was like running into a brick wall. Might as well say it was impossible to defend him in the paint. With his size and strength, he would bully defenders. There was some off-ball movement by Shaq, often used a drop step when posting up, frequently did a jump hook shot at the post. Shaq solid body control and footwork. It wasn't just his size and strength, but also some skill. Shaq was an all-time level interior scorer. On occasion, when posting up, Shaq passed the ball to one of his teammates. On the defensive side, Shaq was pretty good, top shot blocker in the paint. Being a rim protector was by far his biggest strength on the defensive side during his peak. Given the fact Shaq was a brutal force, unstoppable, and countless times put up video game numbers, he has a strong case of having the greatest 3-season stretch. Fourth and final player, LeBron James, 2012-2014. LeBron James' longevity is unmatched. He's been nothing less than a superstar for his entire career. He's been playing for 19 seasons. Deciding his best 3-season stretch wasn't easy. I went with 2012-2014 because I think as a player, he was at his best and achieved the most. Averaged 27 points, 7.6 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 55 field goal percentage. Playoffs averaged 27.9 points, 8.5 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 51 field goal percentage, 2 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, 3 All-Star selections, 3 All-NBA first teams, 2 All-Defensive first teams, and 1 All-Defensive second team. LeBron's highest points per game in this 3-season stretch was 27.1 in 2012, which is his 9th highest. While LeBron wasn't averaging his most points, I do think this was when he was the most difficult to defend. He was at his most efficient. His top 2 highest 3-point percentage in a season were in 2013 and 2014, and his top 2 highest true shooting percentages were in those seasons as well. 2012 to 2014, LeBron James had a true shooting percentage of 63.3, and in the playoffs, 60.4. Out of all the players that averaged 25 plus points from 2012 to 2014, LeBron had the highest true shooting percentage, making more shots from outside. His fadeaway shot was tough to contest, posting up, backing down defenders, shooting a fadeaway or turnaround, or doing a spin move. His 3-point shooting was at its very best. LeBron's athleticism was off the charts, getting to the basket and scoring in pretty much any way you can think of, consistently making layups, even through contact, floaters, and jump stops. Besides his athleticism, what helped LeBron be so successful at finishing was his size, strength, and body control. LeBron's playmaking was out of this world, a gifted passer known for his passing while driving to the basket, manipulating defenders. A lot of Miami Heat's threes 2012 to 2014 came from LeBron's playmaking. The biggest reason why I think this is LeBron's best three-season stretch was his defense, one of the best defensive peaks by Ford, solid rim protection, awareness off ball, and majority of the time was a very good perimeter defender. LeBron was just so good, his efficiency and defense was at its peak. So which was the best three-season stretch? Was it Larry Bird 1984-86, or Michael Jordan 1991-93, or Shaq 2000-2002, or LeBron 2012 to 2014? I can't decide, so I'll let you all decide. Leave a comment and tell me what you all think. So that'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, and if you enjoy my content, subscribe.